our final Parent Connect of the school year. It's crazy to think that. Thank you for being here. Just a few reminders, as always. If you are joining us live, we have the Q&A. You're welcome to pop any questions in there for our guests today. We have 3 students coming on, as well as Greg Adams and Eliza Smith, and of course our campus updates from Derek Crine. And then this is being recorded. It will be living in the Blackbaud parent portal afterwards for you to either rewatch or you're catching us through the portal right now. So without further ado, I will send it over to Derek Crine for campus updates.
Great. Thanks, Lauren. I'm going to start my part of it by saying thank you. Thank you to all of the parents and all of the families that have done so much for us, not only this year, but especially in the spring season. We had another just incredible Accepted Students Day. It was hard to imagine that the programming could have exceeded what we did last year, but this year we got a twofer. We got a whole lot better weather, and we had an even bigger turnout. And I think the program and the work that we did to refine based on the feedback, it was just outstanding. So thank you to all the parents and families and guardians and friends who helped us for our Accepted Student Day programming. It really was an impressive display of conviction and investment in our community. And then not even a week later, we have another record-breaking day of giving, which it's reverberating throughout our larger Tilton community, certainly among the alums. We broke a lot of records on our day of giving, and I'm just going to read from my notes here. We had a 40% increase in current parent and family giving. That's an incredible upward trend. The gratitudes that were shared with the faculty and staff, we had 150 thank yous that were written. The $30,000 matching parent gift, that challenge was achieved relatively early. And overall, we smashed through the 500, landing at 530 individual donors and raising just shy of $450,000. So it was it was really an incredible day for us. And that combined with the Accepted Students Day, what a wonderful outpouring of commitment and investment from our community. Other things that I would just draw your attention to, the family newsletter every Friday. There's a lot of really important information on there. I'm sure that Greg Adams will talk about it a little bit later. But there's really, it's an important communication channel from the schoolhouse to your household. So thank you. You're going to see information coming in the coming weeks, not only about course feedback that our students will be doing for faculty, course selection for 26-27, advisor selection, and graduation and end of year events. That's the best way to stay up to date and engaged most fully. So thank you, everybody. It's been an awesome year to date, and we still have a month and a half left. So here we go. Lauren, back to you.
Thanks, Derek. I'm going to bring Greg Adams onto screen and Eliza now. Sorry about that. All right, Greg and Eliza, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Lauren. Good afternoon from the Hill. My name is Greg Adams, and it is my sincere honor and privilege to be joining you as the director of the Community Life Office. As many of you know, I took over from Bobby Crine in November of this last year. I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you in person, on campus, via phone, via text, via email, and I want to continue to seek that communication with you. I'm not going to talk too much about the Community Life Office. We're going to get to our student voices, but if you have a question for me, for an upcoming activity, or just community life in general, I encourage you to send that to me whenever is convenient. I really believe one of our strongest institutions on campus is our Team Tilton. Rest assured, if you communicate with me, I am in communication with your student's advisor, which is a huge part of your student's well-being while at Tilton, but also teachers, coaches, dorm parents. I believe Tilton's greatest superpower is our ability to reach quickly across campus and bring resources to bear for the benefit of our students, your students. I like to describe community life as all those things in between academics and athletics. And I have a very strong relationship with both our academic director, Connor Compton, and our athletic director, Phil Lacasse. And so community life remains a big part of your students' day, whether it's residential life, the dorm, maintaining our community standards, weekend activities, and being accountable in the right place and at the right time throughout the day. Certainly, if you have questions for me that pertain to community life or residential life, I'd be happy to answer those questions. As Derek mentioned, the newsletter, we communicate upcoming events. We got an action-packed April and May coming up. End of May, we've got prom. If you haven't ordered your prom tickets, get on to prom. It's going to be on the Mount Washington, Sunday, May 17th. It's going to be fantastic. We've got a senior hike up to the Flume Gorge. We've got senior trip out to Camp Wanaki, North Conway train ride. Lots going on, not to mention our weekend activities. With that, we have a star-studded panel today. I want to get you in touch with some of our students to ask questions. I'll ask questions. You can jump in with your questions. But with us today, we have Hunter Marshall, Jocelyn Pittman, and Brady Gunther. And I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, what class you're in, what you do on campus, leadership roles, etc.
Talk loud.
Can I start? I'm Hunter Marshall. I'm a 2-year senior. I'm from Seabrook, New Hampshire. On campus, I'm boys varsity hockey captain, play lacrosse. I'm a co-leader in the student athlete leadership team. And yeah.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. I'm a day student sophomore and I'm from Chichester, New Hampshire. On campus, I'm involved in the dorm. I'm a Proctor and Moore, the freshman girls dorm. I'm one of the co-class presidents for my sophomore class. Yeah. I'm a TA for the 9th grade seminar class, so yeah.
Okay, I'm Brady. I'm a 3-year senior. I'm from Naples, Florida. And some of the things I'm involved in, I'm in student government. I plan the weekend activities. I'm a dorm proctor. I served in East Knowles and now in Pfeiffer. And I'm also a peer tutor. So yeah. And I also play hockey and lacrosse. The sports.
I love it. I love it. 3 of our very best. And one of the things I love about Tilton is the ability to get involved across the campus in a number of leadership opportunities, including sports, including academics. Their leadership in the dorms and the residential life is really important. Let me ask this question. Of the leadership positions you hold on campus, which is your favorite and why?
Start.
Go for it.
I would probably say co-leader of student athlete leadership team, just because I can kind of get an idea of all the different like outlooks on how people look at their sports, like the different issues and like going over that type of stuff. Like, because being comfortable, being uncomfortable is a big skill to have. So having that to talk about students with each other. So it's nice to have that space.
I would say my favorite leadership role that I have is being a teacher assistant for the 9th grade seminar class. I think it's really fun to be able to like connect with the younger students of Tilton and help them have a better experience overall, starting at the beginning of their time.
And for me, I mean, I like them all, but if I had to choose one, I'd say dorm proctor. I just like being able to go into everyone's room, spark up spontaneous conversations, just ask about their day, you know, how's your day? What are you doing this week? Anything exciting? Any games? I just like being able to go around the dorm, each floor, and have conversations and just check in on everyone.
Those are great. Really appreciate some of those answers. What did Hunter say? Comfortable being uncomfortable. I think that's the epitome of this small school experience with only 200 kids on campus. It's hard to hide. I know I've got a sophomore here and a soon-to-be freshman, And in their public school in Rhode Island with 800 kids, you kind of get really good at one thing. But here you get the breadth and scope of leadership and experiential learning. Let me ask this question. What are some ways in which students work together when they have an idea or something new, innovative? Give me an example of things that you've worked on that you've brought to market here at Tilton.
I think one of the big ones is Winter Carnival, like working with faculty on that as well. It's a good experience for students to kind of have a real world experience, like where you're getting all the invoices, all the receipts, budgeting it. It's all the things that like you will eventually have to do in the real world. So I think that translates very well for students.
I would say like planning stuff in student government, different fundraisers, different ways to not only help your class, but get the whole student body involved in a larger activity, which we can all enjoy.
Yeah, so for being a weekend activities co-coordinator, you have to coordinate with all the teachers and faculty on duty for that weekend for what activities they want to sign up for. Or if, a student comes up to me or a faculty member comes up to me and says they want to run this trip to the mall or this trip, I feel like just being able to coordinate with those different faculty and students, able to make things happen.
Yeah, I think many of the best events we have on campus are student-led, kind of grassroots. Parents, you would be so proud of the initiative your kids take. One of the proudest moments I have here at school are when kids come to my door and say, Mr. Adams, we got this thing we want to do. And there's a whole host of faculty and staff that will get in line to get behind these kids because they're the best ideas and they're the best events. Winter Carnival was an incredible event. I'm not sure I could have planned it myself any better. In fact, I know I couldn't have. The kids were excited. It was across campus, across the weekend. I think that will be a core memory that I have, and I know the kids will too, for a long, long time.
Mr. Adams, before you ask your next question, I'm curious, in this group of three, are any of you taking part in the newly founded Spike Ball League? No? All right, Brady is.
I am, yes.
So an example of a student initiative just fresh that will begin tonight is we have a group of junior boys that as part of Student Experience Block have created an intramural sports league. They're giving it a try with Spike Ball. So we've bought a whole bunch of Spike Ball sets and Brady, who's your teammate?
I'm with Ace.
Okay.
Jonicus.
So they'll go out there and that'll officially kick off tonight. So an example of taking an idea and putting it into action.
Yeah, love it. I'm looking forward to the Spike Ball League. We've got a World Cup faculty versus student soccer game coming up. I have to get my cleats out. Explain a time that you've partnered with faculty, and this could be a legacy project or a school project or something you're really proud of that you partnered with faculty on.
I think I'd have to say for my legacy project. So this year, what I did with Griff Leckie and with the help of Mr. Blute and a few other faculty members, such as Mr. Adams, we did a game for the hockey team, which was Military Appreciation Night. So we did a fundraiser, which raised actually $1,000 on the spot. So it was a big night for us. We were very happy about it. And every veteran on campus, we got them a free jersey. I mean, it's appreciation for them because all they did for us. So, I mean, the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference to them. So.
I can't think of a specific time I partnered with a faculty member to plan something, but when I think of that question, I think about like using your advisor as like a helpful tool for you, because I know that I can go to my advisor and like talk about anything, and we can, if I have a problem or something that I want to like make happen, I can partner with my advisor, Miss Smith, and we can like figure it out together.
And yeah, to Hunter's point, on my legacy project, I partnered with Miss Smith. to get a contact for the local airport because I'm really interested in aviation and it's an industry I want to get into as a career. And I was able to partner with her and she was able to take a group of us over to the flight school. And, I think legacy projects are a huge deal, but I mean, you can partner with any faculty member if you're something you're really interested in. But I would say legacy projects are one where you really need to initiate that contact.
Yeah, I personally love the legacy projects. We've talked a little bit about what legacy means. Legacy is not a point in time, but a connection to past, present, future. And so we find ourselves, some of these great legacy projects of past, we're kind of carrying through those, carrying those into the future. And so the partnership with the faculty is really important to continue that legacy. I know Hunter's jersey game, the military appreciation. I've got my jersey. One of the proudest moments I've had in my life was to receive that jersey and certainly wear it with pride. So it's gone a long way to not only the money raised and that event, but to the military community and the veteran community at Tilton. So really grateful for those. And we could talk for an hour on legacy projects and some of the really cool ones. Rusty's renovation happened recently where we had a big reveal, and that was a lot of fun. Aligning with Accepted Students Day, what is something from this year that you would want to tell an incoming Ram not to miss out on at Tilton? So something that you want to tell either your past self before you came here or somebody coming to Tilton next year, what's one thing they should not miss out on?
I mean, I would say from past experience, I think both of them can vouch for me here that first weekend you're on campus as a new student, not missing out on anything, just showing up to everything, it makes the biggest difference. Like being a new kid on campus, it is tough, like getting out of that comfort zone, like I said. But I mean, that first week, if you get out and about like on campus, you're going to be known so well because it's such a small community that like you'll know everyone by a week if you wanted to. So
Yeah, I agree with Hunter, kind of to piggyback off of what he was saying, just like take all the opportunities you have, go to all the community events, like really immerse yourself in the community and the opportunities that are offered, because it's really important to like make those connections and have those people on campus that you can know they have your back and like you have theirs as well.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But I would say just to get to know your teachers. Your teachers are there to help you, and they want to initiate that conversation. They want to help you. And I would say just getting to know your teachers. After a test or a quiz, or just even saying hello because you pass them a lot, even on the weekends or going from class to class. You see a lot of your teachers. So I would say just reaching out and getting to know them.
Awesome. Great answers. One of my favorite things is the weekend activities, but more the grassroots events where students will come together and say, Mr. Adams, can you open up Rusty's? It's happened once. Can you make quesadillas and open it up and make the quesadillas, or the fire pit last weekend was really special to the point where I said, we got to put it on. We got to start it earlier. We got to get the s'mores out earlier, and we got to do it just about every weekend between now and graduation. So that's something I'm looking forward to, and just continually waking up wondering what great ideas the students are going to have. We've done some things with senior privileges. Seniors have come to us and said, we want to have the Ram Tram on Tuesdays. We want to go, or Thursdays, excuse me, we want to go around a special privilege. And we've put that on, opening the mark at night for seniors, as well as some of the visitation thing, cross dorm stuff. So always trying to find a way to, yes, doing things, with safety and intention. And so really, really grateful for that. Ms. Smith, do you have any last questions you'd like to ask the students? Maybe one last question?
I think this group has done a really good job of highlighting what it is that they have taken part of and what they enjoy. I think as sort of a follow-up to the last question, what's something you haven't done on campus that you wish you had gotten involved in? There's a curveball. They didn't know that one was coming.
if I could look back and change one thing, it would probably be running for student government. I show up to every meeting now. It's kind of fun, but I mean, if I really took the time and went back and like went for one of those roles, I really wish I could have. So.
Talking about Rusty's a lot. I am a day student, so sometimes I'm not here as much on the weekend. So something I'd like to do in the future is kind of get more involved in those like community events such as like Rusty's.
I don't know for me, to be honest. I've been here 3 years and I'm a 7-day boarder, so I think I've done as much as I can. But yeah, I mean, I think I've done as much as I would like to since I've been here.
Yeah, I would say all three of you are pretty much fixtures on this campus. Jocelyn, even as a day student, you're around quite a bit. And I would say to all day students, you're welcome on campus on the weekends. We have a crew that shows up, and yeah, Rusty's is a lot of fun. Hanging out in the student lounge is a lot of fun. And now that the weather's nice, out on the turf, spike ball. But I think we've got three really incredible students here who've given us a good representation of kind of the activities, leadership roles across the campus. So really grateful to them. Lauren, are there questions online that we've gotten or anything that we can address for the group? You're muted.
You're muted.
Apologies. No, I think everything was covered really well. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you, Brady, Hunter, Jocelyn, and thank you to Greg and Eliza as our moderators. And I will, if you want to give a wave to our audience here, and we will move forward with the Parent Association update.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. Before I get started here, I really just wanted to echo Derek Krine's remarks at the beginning of a big thank you for those who stepped in and volunteered during our accepted student weekend. And then of course, our day of giving. We truly could not have reached our goals without our parent community stepping in. And truly, this day is so important, and that collective impact really does make a difference for the Tilton experience for our students. So thank you once again. As you see here on the screen, we've had a busy spring, and it's going to continue to be very busy up through the end of the school year. Right now, we have another wish list on Amazon that is open for our seniors who are going off to Camp Winaki out on Lake Winnipesaukee. Each year, our Parent Association steps up and contributes to senior care packages to send them off with on their trip. That is going to be in the newsletter once again, and up until we have the items that we need to collect and make those packages for our seniors. So please take a look at that in the newsletter. And then on May 4th week is the Team Tilton Appreciation Week. There'll be more to come on that next week. So keep your eyes out on the family newsletter for that as well. May 17th, we will have the prom parent social at the mansion. That is from 5 to 6. This is in conjunction with your students going off to prom and prom pictures taking place. But there is a place for parents too when you're not taking pictures with your student. It's a great opportunity for you to connect with other parents here. There'll be some light snacks and some beverages available to our parents and to our students, and it'll be a good social hour before they head off on the bus over to Weirs Beach, where they will get on the Mount Washington vessel for their prom. And parents are welcome to go down to Weirs Beach as well and see them off from the dock as well. The Mount Washington is prepared for that too, and we know we'll have some parents that will want to take the trip down there to say bon voyage. May 22nd and 23rd, especially for you parents with graduating students, there will be some communications coming out very shortly with information about senior dinner, baccalaureate, and then of course graduation. So keep an eye out on your email for that. And then coming up in June, we have our 5th annual Tilton Golf Tournament. Each year we have current and past parents that join us with foursomes, so we hope that you will join us this year. It's at Stonebridge Country Club in Goffstown, New Hampshire. It's got a 9:30 tee off time, and it's a scramble format. It's a really fun day. There'll be current students and alumni there as well, and faculty members also bring their foursomes. So would love to have you join us. Please mark your calendar for that. The website for more information is tiltonschool.org/golf. And then lastly, you see my contact up there. This is our last Parent Connect of the school year. As you know, I'm always looking for feedback on not only these sessions, but how we can improve our engagement with parents and what we could potentially do coming up in the future. So if you have ideas on that or feedback from these Parent Connects, or just want to connect in general, would love to hear from you. We, of course, are starting the process of adding more parent volunteers for the coming year. And so be on the lookout for that in our family newsletter. There'll be a survey to fill out if you're interested in becoming more involved as a parent. We would love to have you join the growing list of parent volunteers here. And I hope to hear from you soon. If you have any questions, like I said, please reach out, and I look forward to seeing you on campus as we reach the end of the school year. Thanks so much. Bye now.